Yeah. Yeah. What's up? All right, let's get going. Wow, you look good today. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Forex.Today. The YouTube community, now more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis for fun. No, not for fun. Not for fun at all. There's nothing fun about it. Overriding goal of planning our trades to reduce risk, increase confidence, and of course, keeping our losers small and letting our winners run. Let me remind you that trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hi, my name is Wayne. I'm a currency trader like you. We had non-farm payrolls on Friday at FX Street. I hope you attended that live stream. That was about 3 hours long. Not bad. I talked about how macroeconomics lags, or in this case, monetary policy lags by up to 2 years. And then non-farm payrolls came out, and despite interest rates going from 0 to infinity, unemployment rate actually fell. How interesting is that? Yep. Anyways, lags, man, it lags. It lags a lot. Anyways, so we gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis. Let me know how it can help. I don't think I want to do a 2-hour live stream on YouTube. I think let's keep this like 20 minutes today. How about that? Let's just knock through it. So if you want me to conduct a currency analysis on a particular currency pair, just let me know. I'll go through gold, oil, and Bitcoin, dollar pairs and yen pairs. That's that. If you want me to do something specific, I can do that. Fine. And look, if you need more help than that, look at the description below today's video. There's all kinds of resources. Okay? So you can buy the book, Strategic and Tactical Forex Trading. Fine. You can join FX Bootcamp. It's not a lot of money. It's a huge amount of education. Great. You should also sign up for a trustworthy, ethical foreign exchange broker. That's Trader's Way. They earned my loyalty and respect many years ago. I recommend that you use them. If you open up a demo account, test them out, perhaps they'll earn your loyalty and respect too. And you need that kind of loyalty and respect from your service providers. You need to develop that type of relationship. Trader's Way wants to, so hey, give them a shot. You got to get going, man. Your destiny awaits. All right, so we've got to do gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Faux show. Okay, let's move over there. Okay. My, oh my, WTI. Oh, yeah, I should mention that today is sort of a pseudo holiday. I know it's huge in El Salvador. I'm sure the El Salvadorians loved it when Europeans showed up on their shores. In Canada, we call it Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. In America, we call it Columbus Day. And to make things interesting, banks are closed, but stock markets are open. All right, a little confusing. So probably a thin market today. Be aware. Okay, great. So that being said, about a week and a half ago or something, I declared my bullishness, my short-term bullishness, not my long-term bullishness, my short-term bullishness for WTI, and it has been working its way up. And you can see there was a big jump post non-farm payrolls. Look at the price action. It's just so ridiculously beautiful. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Up, 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 down, down, buy. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 and maybe a buy there. But anyways, very interesting. Thinner markets today. Who knows? But okay, that backwardation that we saw in July, I think, is rearing its beautiful head now. The government tried to hide backwardation, but I think it's there. I think I see it, even though it's hidden. Take a look at gold. Gold is obviously the anti-dollar, and I'm a bull on dollar. Me like those bulls, right? Those dollars. Me like those dollars. Hey, man, I do. I like dollars. Especially if you want to go to Europe on vacation or Japan on vacation. Now is probably a good time. Gold coming down as expected, riding the 5, followed by the 21. We're rolling into a bullish zone, though, so be careful. This whole area is where bulls live, so be careful. Okay, last night in my day trading group, I declared my bearishness on gold. And I'm still a bear. Yeah. Now, again, you might be thinking gold should be going up because it's inflationary. And that's where I chuckle. I've explained it so many times. We're not in an inflationary period. We're in a deflationary period. And that's why gold is falling. And you're like, that doesn't make sense, Wayne. Inflation's at 9%. No, I understand that. What you don't understand is we're in a deflationary period. So anyways, blah, 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 yeah. Still moving. But again, we're coming into obvious support, so be careful, bears. Moses says, Sir Wayne, it's Mr. Sir Wayne, by the way, Moses, currently running 300 pips on gold just by creating a plan. Wait patiently and let your winners run. Thanks. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, that's how you do it. Faux show. Okay, the current, if we want to do that, just to follow up on what you're probably doing, Moses, the current high dictates that the current low is probably 1,600. Okay. If you believe this is going to come around, and that means we would need continued US dollar strength for a while. At least, that would be the projected low for October. Okay. Michael says, I haven't seen any safe entries after missing. Then you are not doing it correct, Michael. There's no way in the world you should be watching a big trend unfold, and you're sitting there for days and days and days. You're like, I haven't found an entry. Be careful. That usually is a sign of fear. You got to get it done anyways. So I actually covered this about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago in the day trading group, how to get into a fast moving market trading aggressively minus stupidity. Okay. No, but there's no way it's too late. It's never too late. Okay. The rules of engagement have to change. Okay. So we did Bitcoin. Bitcoin tells us what? Sideways. Okay, sideways, sideways, sideways. Okay, you would have to say mostly, generally speaking down, but sideways, 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 going all the way back here, sideways, sideways, sideways. And I look at this as the entire market. Okay, then not just Bitcoin, what I mean is the stock market, the bond market, a bunch of other things. This is my sort of bearish to neutral stance. Okay, so that's gold, oil, and Bitcoin. You ready for some dollar pairs and yen pairs? Okay, let's take a look. This is what's happening right here, right now. Yen is strong. That's interesting, huh? Remember, it's only strong in recent times because of central bank intervention. Interesting. Dollar strong, and I love it. Aussie weak, and I love it. Canada strong. I love it. I just even last night talked about CAD, like, I really want CAD to go up. Okay, good job, kitty cat. Euro, I wasn't so sure about last night. To me, it was a bit of a mixed bag. Kiwi, I was definitely bearish on last night, and pound, I was definitely bearish on last night. So that's interesting. So we got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I like, and a couple things that I don't like. So that's good. Good calls last night. So we'll go back all the way out here. All the way out. Okay, go on a smaller time frame. Okay. So, Michael, I'm going to pick on you a little bit, if you don't mind. I know you're a tough guy. But, like, if you were a bear a week ago, as you said, or 2 weeks ago, if you were a bear last night, and you're like, it's just too late, I can't get in. Well, in the day trading group last night, we were here, and and I'm highlighting this area. If you're a bear, so it wasn't too late last night. You see, like, what are you talking about? Well, Wayne, that's on a 15-minute chart. I only use 4-hour. Well, yeah, okay. You got to adapt. 4 hours strategic, 15 minutes tactical. Is that right, Lucas? Yeah. Well, okay, and that's it, right? So Lucas put a stop here, right? Or the entry there. That's, just, I usually put them in just slightly. Not that I'm perfect. I miss a lot of trades, but I always put them in a little bit before that. Yeah, it's totally frustrating. Yeah. So that's why, like, I try to teach zones and not specific prices, because I'm trying. If you remember, Lucas, like, again, a year ago when I did the aggressive trading stuff in the day trading group, how to get in by trading aggressively, one of the things I reinforced in that period was my intent is to get in. You always have to ask, what's the intent? Trade the precise model. So you're like, I'm going to get in 163.83, or is your intent to get in? Right? And look, it's difficult for sure, but in a faster moving market, especially following a fundamental, we'll say not change, but enlightenment, you just got to find a way to get in. Yeah. But I likely what you did was you threw down a trade right there and went to bed. Yeah, I get it. It happens, man. It happens. Okay. All right. Cool. Again, I would argue that pivots are a guide. I also love the moving averages. Remember, the distance between the 21 and 55 is a guide. So this could be the next opportunity, but we don't know. We don't know, but that could be the next opportunity if you're a bear. Remember, New York is going to be thin. Banks are closed today. Markets are going to be thin. A lot of traders might, I don't know. This might be research day. This might be talk to clients day. Okay, all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, for someone that said they, a week and a half ago, they missed the opportunity to buy dollar and now they can't get back in. Okay, you need to learn how to day trade. And then even on a smaller time frame, maybe you need to learn how to scalp. But I could argue, I could probably go back here and say there are lots of trades in there. Right? Lots of trades in here. Trading on the, right? So again, the argument could be if you were a bear 2 weeks ago, right? There's definitely range trades that could have been made at the top of the range. There's kind of the breakout pullback on non-farm payrolls, right? Then there was the drop and then the pullback last night. And now there's a drop and pullback and there might be another one. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not saying now you should get in. I'm saying now you should be analyzing these things. Now, the current risk, since we've already, put it this way. The classic day trade is sell there last night, right, in the Asian session, and we're taking profit here in London. It's already done is the danger. So, right, now it could do one of these, of course. So I've always taught, always taught. New York, so we're just entering New York, is for planning tomorrow. Okay? So I look at this chart. We're done. You've already made your money. And you're like, Wayne, but I haven't even made a trade yet today. Well, then start planning tomorrow. Okay? Mohammed wants to know if anybody's in the day or swing trading groups. Almost everybody here. Like literally almost everybody. Mohammed, you might be the only one. Okay? Jess says, exactly, U.S. secession is a lot of manipulation. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Maybe that's what it seems like, Jess. But what it is, look, if you had a day trade, Jess, okay, the trade is here. This is the exit. So it looks like manipulation. No, but people already made their money. Now they're done. So it's not, I wouldn't call that manipulation, Jess. That's how the market works. Okay. Now, retail traders are going to trade heavily in here because retail traders don't even know it's a banking holiday, nor do they care. So there's going to be some turmoil, but I would argue the classic trade is short and exit. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Mohammed. Feel free to ask anybody. How about this, Mohammed? And this goes to everyone else listening. $99 gets you into the swing trading group. For the last, 8 years, let's say, the swing trading group has been around. We have met every Thursday at 4 p.m. for planning next week's trades. So again, we're already done this week. We already know what to do. So for people to show up in New York, what are we doing today? Today, oh my God, we planned out the entire week last week. So anyways, that's always funny, right? So it's $99 a month, and it's one of the happiest moments of my week, every week. The swing trading group brings me joy and happiness. So that's a good sales pitch right there. It's $99 for an entire month. But guess what, Mohammed? Just last week, I added a second session. So now it's double the value, and I kept the price the same. So now on Thursdays, there's another opportunity to get feedback on your planning, on your trading, and on your actual trades. But also if you're just learning, you can get feedback like, hey man, I just watched this in the videos. How do you do this and that? How do you incorporate long-term, short-term? You know, what is fractal? You know, tell me, but what? And you get feedback. But for others that have been trading a long time, they're like, hey, can we go through one of my trades? Yeah, let's go through one of our trades and get feedback that way. So now it's double the value and the price is the same, which is a fun way of saying, Mohammed, there's never been a better time to join. Hope says, Wayne, you did a great lecture several months ago on gold. Yeah. And it had to do with the Reserve Bank of India. Yeah. Well, actually, I've done it multiple times, Hope. And originally it was a couple of years ago. It was when gold was going up. I might have even covered it on Friday at non-farm payrolls. But honestly, I do not know. Right? I do not know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Jess says, you're such a humble guy. I appreciate that because most of my life people have told me I'm an arrogant prick. And I said, Mom. But anyway, so that's cool. Just kidding, Mom. Just kidding. No, yeah. 9 times out of 10, Jess, I'm an arrogant prick. It's only because I'm confident. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what to do, Mohammed. Yeah, for sure. No, I'm going to treat you with respect. Okay, so we'll look at Kiwi dollar here. And I'm continuing my shortness. And my target is still down here. I got a lot of room. In fact, if I'm going to read this chart aggressively, I'm going to move my take profit all the way down to 555 pips. Okay. So how do I do that? Or why do I do that? Or how do I come to that conclusion? Well, let's talk about that briefly. Okay, we have a downward move, pullback. I'm calling the central as the top. So therefore I get there. But I must emphasize the biggest challenge on this chart to my profitable trade. So let me highlight where I shorted. I guess we'll use that in bright red. So I'm short right here, as you could probably see. Okay, great. The biggest threat to my downward trade is the price that we're on right now. So if I'm right, I'm going to get paid 550 pips. If I'm wrong, I might have to scramble a little bit and lock in some profit. But right now, I'm cool. Okay, Michael's like, I joined the day trading a month ago, but I haven't really placed it. Yeah, you're a swing trader looking to learn. And that, dude, that is, by the way, I have to say, the healthiest mental attitude you could possibly have, Michael. That's exactly what it's about. So what you'll find is my position trades, my swing trades, my day trades, my intradays, and my scalps. They all line up and they all execute the exactly the same. Sort of like the physics of it, if you will, are the same. But it does take a while to get the strategic side of it, right? The strategic side. And it takes a bit to learn it, but it's not technically more difficult. But you got to kind of fold various levels of knowledge. Just think of it as layers of an onion, right? You got to learn kind of each one, and you got to get some practice. But you also got to literally practice it. So Michael, I would open up a demo account just for day trading and then practice incorporating your swing trading with your day trading so that you have no fear. You need to remove the fear part and say, okay, so for example, Michael, what's your swing trade on this? Long or short? If you were going to swing trade, because I can tell you the swing to position trade this week is this for bulls. It's beautiful. If there's a bull alive right now, they're setting up trades. I hope everybody here understands that. I don't know if there's bulls, but if there are, they're going to buy here. I know it. Because that's where a bull would buy. Cool. And that would, therefore, Michael, impact your day trade. Because now you'd be looking for a day trade. And it would be in the direction of your swing trade. So that would dictate the rest of today. It would have dictated how you thought yesterday or last night. See, on Sunday night, I was trading. So for all newer traders just logging in, like, what's the trade for the day? Dude, where were you 12 hours ago while I was placing today's trades? I'm already counting the money. I'm already spending. My baby needs a new pair of shoes, right? So that's how today works. So what's going on now? Oh, I'm planning tomorrow. But tomorrow was planned last week. On Thursday, we already planned out today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, all that kind of stuff. So we got to get you there. And that's why we do swing trading. And then you got to tactically carry that out. Okay? So like, let's say to continue with the war analogy, the general gets with his or her senior officers, and the general says, all right, everybody, I have a strategic plan here. First thing we need to do is we need to distract the enemy, and we will, okay, so come up with an idea for that. The second thing we need to do is take out their telecommunications, and we need to take out the power grid. So, okay, great. Then we need to control the airport, and we need to control the energy facilities, both nat gas and oil facilities, but also the nuclear plants. Okay? We also need to control the three major roadways from where we are now into the major capital. So at some point, we will need to take control of all of that. That's all you need to know for now. That's the strategy. Now the officers then have to say, right, okay, who's taking these oil facilities? Who's taking the nuclear power plants? Who's taking the roads? Who's doing the diversion? Who's doing, okay, you see, who, and then how, and when, and you got to You got to keep drilling down. And so a position trade, okay, leads to a swing trade, which leads to a day trade, which leads to an intraday trade, which leads to a scalp. Okay, you see that process? So I don't think you could say I'm primarily a swing trader and therefore I missed this market because there's no entry. No. What you're saying is you need to know these other tactics. You can't have an amazing strategy that you never trade. You see? That's all. And again, I'm picking on you because it's a good lesson for all of us, even including myself. But you gotta drill down. You gotta have those tactics. The hardest for the mind is scalping's like ridiculously easy. No, Jess, I would say that one's the easiest because you don't even have to have a bias. It's like, it's almost lazy. Oh, I got nothing better to do. I guess I'll scalp. You had to choose, pick your nose or scalp. Nah, I'll do both. Great. Off you go. It's lazy. It fills time. Okay. But if you're using a scalping technique to enter what you would consider an intratrade move, which leads to a day trade, which leads to a swing trade, which leads to a position trade. See, like, for example, how many pips do I have right now? Okay, 732 pips. Every one of those was a scalp. Then it became an intraday trade. Then it became a day trade. And then it became a swing trade. And now they're position trades. And that's more pips than all your YouTube gurus combined. And that's just something I did last week. It's not even they're not even good. They're not even special. Those are boring, stupid trades. But I had to wait 5 or 6 days to set them up. But when I took them, like, let's look at this one. Okay, I have to go into like a small time frame here, maybe as small as a 5 minute. I don't think I can go back that far in time on a 5 minute. So I'll drop it to a 15. Okay, back. Okay. Wouldn't have been this time frame then. Maybe that's not a good one. I might have taken that because of the some other trade. I think this is one as well. Don't I have? Oops. Am I on this one? No, I'm not on that one. That's interesting. This is one of my favorites. I'm not on that one. Which ones are these? What do I got here? Sorry. Oops. What do I have here? Kiwi dollar, pound dollar, euro dollar. Okay, so maybe a pound dollar. Let's see if this is a better example. Drop into a 15. I have to turn these things off so I can back up in time. All right, yeah, this is a much better example. Okay, so I got out on the bottom days and days ago. Right now we're looking October 4th, October 5th, October 6th. Okay, I got out like at the end of September for huge pippage. The big drop took me out for profit. Okay? So anyway, while pound was rising like crazy, it jumped 1,000 pips from the bottom. Okay, fine. Great. So the whole time I told my day trading group, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I want to sell it, but not yet. Okay. Then it hits my selling price of 114.5. I had to wait an entire week to even be interested in selling this. Do you understand that? So I'm thinking on a position scale, right? That's a position scale. That's a monthly M3. I had to wait 7 days for that. Okay, great. Then what? Then it dropped. Cool. Then what? Then it rose. Then what? I sold it. So it started with a position trade, pulled back on a swing trade, but then how did I actually sell it? Oh, it would have looked something like down, 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 up, up, sell. So that's now either a day trade or an intraday trade. So knowing this price was my sell and waiting a week, okay, that's a position trade. Okay, having it make a lower low, lower high, that's a swing trade. Okay, now I'm ready, willing, and able to enter on, at a minimum, day trade or intraday trade. We'll just label that a day trade. But I can also guess here that I probably also was on a 5-minute chart when I actually did the trade, which means inside of this, okay, it had to go up, up, and then roll over. But I already knew that that was likely, again, through planning. And that's what, if you don't know that, then you don't know technical analysis, right? So I'm looking at this, la, 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 la. So I know that that's likely about where I want to sell. And I know that this is I definitely don't want price to go higher than that. So now I'm scalping. Do you understand that? Now I'm on a 5-minute chart somewhere on here. And I'm looking at the lower low, lower high on that red candle on a 15-minute chart, okay, knowing that we kicked off this area and that my stop needs to be above here. Then it made a lower low, lower high. That's also a roll reversal. And then when we got the lower low of the lower low, I was able to move my stop to break even, and now I'm done. It's a scalp, it's a day, it's a swing, and it's a position. I thought I was going to keep this 15-minute. I'm sorry, everybody. That's too much. I apologize. Yeah, sorry. Matrix like, that's bullshit, Wayne. I have to pay money for that kind of knowledge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. Forget everything I just said. Join FX Bootcamp. If you want to learn how to trade, it's going to cost you money. You can figure it out on your own, but that's going to cost you money. Okay. If you think there's a free lunch, you're going to get run over by a freight train. So anyways, I got to go. I got to move. I got to move. Give me the juice. I got to move. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Hey, if you're in my day trading group, I'll see you at 4 p.m. Okay. I'll see you at 4 p.m. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Have a wonderful day. Remember, it's likely to be a thin market. Be careful. And we got lots of news later this week, but that's probably what I'll talk about at 4 p.m. We'll set all that up. Cheers.